guys, today we'll be talking about vampires in Dracula. Now, today we know as Dracula as one of the best known stories in the world, and also a bit horror movie of vampires. And I do not like them. So first we're going to talk about vampires, a little bit about them, and then we'll talk about Dracula. Let's get started. Now, vampires are literally like some people who drink blood and stuff. And they have no reflection. When you try to get them into a mirror, you will see nothing. Only your reflection. And yeah. Now vampires also have little fangs, which can make 2 wounds in the neck and drain all their blood. Now that's how vampires kill, and that's how vampires make other humans vampires. And also their weakness is garlic. They do not like garlic at all, and they do not like sunlight. Their power is limited by daylight and nighttime. By nighttime, they cannot do anything. And also, one of their other weaknesses is holy water. They hate holy water, and also they have to lay down in their coffin with ancestral soil. And this is how you kill a vampire. You get a crucifix, which is like a little T shape, like the Christian. This is how you say it, okay? Let me draw a picture. You first get a crucifix with which is the symbol of Jesus. And then you put it onto a vampire's cheek. And this will happen. Let me show you. This will happen. If you put this on the cheek of a vampire or anywhere, it will burn to death. It will burn it. And then you have to put a wooden stake on it, so you will kill it. And it will crumble to dust. And also, there are loads of vampire hunters today. Loads. Now that's how you kill a vampire, and that's basically it for now. And let's talk about Dracula. Let's get started. Now Dracula actually starts with a man called Jake, who goes into a castle called Count Dracula. And also the Dracula somehow doesn't give out mirrors and throws it away. And later Jake finds the Dracula's body during daylight inside a coffin with ancestral soil. And later a vampire bitten a woman called Lucy, which will change her. And then it was like she had not enough blood, so she was put in with blood, and then she was put with garlic, and then Lucy's mother came and said garlic, and then she threw the flowers out, and then Lucy's mother protested that they smell too bad. The smell is part of the cure. And then later Lucy was attacked by a wolf. And later she was given a little medicine, but then she had a little glare in her eyes. And then she acted like a vampire. Then she was put into a coffin. And then became a vampire at night. And then daylight came and she was sleeping, and then she was killed. She was killed in the stomach, and then later she was returned back to her little face. When Jake arrived, loads of rats came in, but then the holy water was sprayed into the rats, so they were like, "Hey, holy water!" and they just went away. Then Dracula came into a ghost form and came to a woman called Mina. Mina was actually bitten by Dracula already. And the doctor already had a crucifix, and Dracula was actually escaped. And Mina tried to grab the crucifix, but then she was burned on the hand. And then they sprayed holy water all over the place. Dracula returned, and Mina still had her teeth sharpened. Later, they got into the ring of a holy water, and the vampires three vampires came and bring us, eat us. But then they got to the holy water, and then holy water, and then they came and they crumbled to dust, and they found 3 coffins, which had those 3 women. And then they were pushed into stakes. Then another one was called Count Dracula. Then a lot of enemies stole the Count Dracula box and said, "This is mine! We want to live, Count Dracula!" And then they were all killed, and then Count Dracula was inside there, about to wake up, and then he was pushed into the stake. He was pushed into the stake, and Dracula was killed, and Mina was saved. She was not a vampire anymore. Now, Dracula, this was a story written by Bram Stoker, who was born in 1847 and died in 1912. So yeah, that's basically the Dracula story. And I'd say you have to read the real Dracula novel, and then also watch the movie. I haven't watched or read any of those real ones yet, but I do not want to watch the movie, but I do want to read the stories though. So, yeah, that's it, basically it, and I'll see you in my next episode. ShenHan out. Peace!